Join me today at Friendly's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for the Beach Dems Democratic Party Luncheon. I was advised that all 5 of the mayoral candidates were invited to play a part. Rigney and Bethune indicated that they would make appearances, yet did not. McBride indicated that he was out of town, which makes sense, as I don't think he lives here just yet. Right now, what you're seeing is B-roll footage as part of the voiceover, but hear for yourself what Mark Pruitt and Daniel Allman had to offer. What they had to say really needs no introduction or lead-in. I do want to note real quick that their speaking portions of this video have been sped up slightly to shorten the video length, but the messaging remains the same.
I have 26 years of experience with this city, with good government, not so good government, and what on earth were you thinking, government? And literally our reputation is at stake this year. We need to get a handle on things. We've lost our connection, not just to the residents, but to the business community as well. And our visitors are not pleased, I think, in the scheme of things. Tourism is down. I ate lunch Wednesday, maybe, at one of the pizza places on Kings Highway. I asked the owner, how was your summer? He said, we were down 20%. That's not an acceptable result in the scheme of things. So literally our reputation is at stake. We focused so much on downtown. Granted, some of that focus needed to occur downtown. I've been around for a long time. It's hard for the public, I think, to understand that I had a seat at the management table and pushed back on the things that needed to be pushed back on. I won some of those arguments. I didn't win some of those arguments, but I was influential to some extent in what the city was able to do over the last 26 years. And again, the time has come that we need to right the ship. We need a change in leadership. And I'm doing this for MB. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the city because it needs to be done at this stage. So now we're building a 300-seat theater for $30 million. So I like the idea of a theater, but I can't wrap my head around that kind of expense for such a small product.
Now that you've heard a little what Mark Pruitt had to say, listen as Daniel Allman highlights a few of his visions for the city.
I'm running for mayor because I want to help out, mainly in the most general sense of the term, in a manner that's really helpful and affects real common sense solutions to the things that I hear the most when I go around in Myrtle Beach and talk to everybody. The second thing is let's see, basic education for the people that are hard to reach and hard to teach. I think that would also go along with what's going on with the homeless situation, the mental health situation, and the disabled situation. Some people, I would push to get the pavilion rebuilt where it was at, because everywhere I go, the most thing that I hear about the biggest thing that has happened that broke people's hearts in Myrtle Beach is when they tore that pavilion down. I think that if that pavilion got rebuilt and the news was announced, the people that have came here the longest and the people that have lived here the longest and have the deepest ties in Myrtle Beach, whether it be from vacationing or from making a living here, would be pretty excited about that happening. First try to buy it from them, straight up. Right, so if it's not for sale, right, then we're going to have to... here we go, right, so we run into that. So then we would be like, Bird and Chapin is a business entity, right? So businessmen, what do? They make deals, right? So, we can figure something out. I'm not sure that anybody's ready to be a mayor unless you've, always been trying to do it. I just, growing up in my life, hanging out in the American Legion, I got to sit and speak and be counseled and mentored by generals and people that were of caliber much higher than mine, and so I would have thought that in life I would have absorbed some of those things, those traits. I don't know that I could enunciate to you specifically what would make me a good candidate for mayor, but it's in the spirit of wanting to help Myrtle Beach and the state of South Carolina.
I want to end by saying that this is the most pivotal local election in my 3+ decades of living here, and if you've got the ability to vote in this local Myrtle Beach election, please, please, please do so, as it is more important now than ever. This video presented I sincerely appreciate you watching and sharing this video. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.